zone. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chilling in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a vein. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
It's week 6 of the 2024 season, and we've got the Giants Offensive Player of the Year. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Giants and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit. We can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about 2 units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You'd better finish your drive with touchdown if you want to keep up.
The New York set to take the field. This up to about the 40. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. The Giants are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They've got... They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. He'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down and inches. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll set up a throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Going right back to Galladay. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
He's the first in the league to reach 30 touchdown passes this year. Did that. They're just going to run it here up the middle. Good footwork at the 30. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll kick things off with an NFC East battle between 2 old foes, Philadelphia and Washington. And it's the home team who are out in front. Jahan Dotson, a touchdown reception. From there, let's make the quick trip up the Parkway and check in on the Ravens at home in Baltimore. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities. Check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. The former Buckeye, Justin Fields, with a touchdown pass. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And a big reason why they have this big lead, the running game. They're over 100 yards as a team, and it's been the catalyst for this offense. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Tony. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
That's to Golladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Golladay with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was... Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with now his second touchdown of this third quarter as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, it's Robinson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Still 9 remaining on second down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
These are running back.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On second down, this is Harris. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. Dancing away at the 35. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 72 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And New York set to take the field. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delayed game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad's